in Nanjing. We have arrived at match number 5, which is a mixed doubles, and is Ronald and SAUFIKA of Indonesia versus WANG and HUANG of China, the number 2 seeds in this tournament. And the draw, as you can see, of course, is the bottom half, the number 2 seeds. And should they win, they have a very interesting match, perhaps, in the All England champions of Watanabe and Higashino of Japan, should they win their first match as well. So let's concentrate on this match and see what happens. And the players are ready. I know they're waiting in the wings and ready to walk on court. As you can see, Ronald and SAUFIKA, they're number 48 on the world ranking, but don't be deceived, because they're number 48, but it's just based on 8 tournaments. And of course, the pair WANG and HUANG are ranked number 3, but they have actually been as high as number 1 in the world, and they have stayed on that number 1 in the world for 5 weeks, and that was in July 2018. Here we've got the players onto court. And it's Ronald that's leading the players onto court, followed by his partner SAUFIKA. And we are quite soon getting ready for toss of the coin. Who is starting to serve and what ends to choose. And here we have the head-to-head, and as you can see, this is the first meeting between the two pairs. So Indonesia chose to start serving, and the Chinese pair chose ends. And that will give us an opportunity here to introduce the players to you. Here is Ronald in the picture, and he's age 24, 180 centimeters, and the ranking, as I mentioned, is 48. He has, however, been as high as number 14, but not with this present partner, but Oktavianti of Indonesia as well. A good mixed doubles player, and here his partner, Anissa SAUFIKA, age 25, 173 on height, on centimeters, and ranking is 48. And the highest she has been is 18 on the world ranking, with her present partner, Alfian Eko. So it's 2 mixed doubles players, really very experienced mixed doubles players from Indonesia, and they're working their way up the ranking, and I expect this maybe to be a very good match. They won their first match, I have to say, though, in 3 games against the pair from France, and 21-16 in 51 minutes in the first round. It can, however, be an advantage to play that first round, and not as what the Chinese pair here is jumping into the tournament in the second round. Here we have the profile of Huang Dongping, age 23, 165 centimeters, and they are ranked number 3 in the world. And as I earlier said, they have been as high as number 1. Partner here, Wang Lu, is 23, 185, and the same ranking applies. And as I mentioned earlier, they had a bye in that first round, which means that in a way they come cold into this second round, haven't really got used to the court, where the opposition here, Ronald and SAUFIKA, have played a match earlier, and surely they're settled in. We saw that earlier in the match when Ratchanok Intanon from Thailand played against Mia Blichfeldt from Denmark. Blichfeldt got a very, very good start in that first game before Ratchanok Intanon sort of got back into it eventually. And here the coach from Indonesia is Vita Marisa, former mixed doubles and women's doubles player, really very, very high on the world ranking in both the events. She used to partner Liana Natsia in the women's doubles and was the best player from Indonesia for quite some years.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Wang Yiliu, Huang Dongping, China.
And here we have the umpire, Mike Wright of England. And the service judge is Eric Kurt of Denmark.
SAUFIKA and Ronald, Indonesia. SAUFIKA to serve to Wang Yiliu, love all, play. One love.
The number 2 seeds in this tournament from China won the Japan Open in 2017, and they also won the Asian Championship here in April 2018. So what is your take on this match, Steen? What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, I think, because Wang and Huang have flown a little bit under at least my radar, so I was surprised to see them at number 1 in the world ranking. Of course, they played really, really well, and especially if Huang Dongping has, in my opinion, developed on the front foot, but how will they cope with this situation here on home soil? This is not an easy first match, because we know that Indonesia is also really, really strong and have enormous depth in their mixed doubles department. I think, though, that we have to say that the Chinese are heavy favorites here and probably will prevail, but it's not an easy match.
No, I agree with you. It's not an easy match, and when you talk about the depth of Indonesian mixed doubles, this pair is the 7th ranked pair from Indonesia. Can you believe that? That means that they really have some good depth.
Service over.
We actually saw the first tournament they played together, SAUFIKA and Ronald. That was in New Zealand last year, and they went on to win it. Came from promoted from the qualification and went on to win the tournament. Played really, really well, but Ronald at some point seemed a little bit nervous in crucial moments, and I don't think he can afford that here. China's played a perfect World Championship so far, hasn't lost a match. Look at his from a country point of view.
It's over. 5-3.
As a country you haven't lost matches. That doesn't really help you as an individual, but anyway, it says something about how the preparation have gone, that you've not really messed it up, or at least if you lose some surprising matches in the beginning, then you perhaps start doubting a little bit yourself whether have we done it right, was it the right time we left for the tournament, have we had enough time, have we had too much time, and all kinds of these thoughts.
Yeah, self-doubt is creeping in when you see if you've your compatriots are suddenly losing and you start doubting yourself.
Yeah.
Have your preparations been good or not? But I also think that it does create an atmosphere in a team. If the team is doing well, you feel like, oh, we're doing well.
Things can be done.
It can be done. We're good. We have done it the right way. So far, Wang and Huang has been attacking most of the time and been in control, serving well, getting out of the service situation well. Look at that block shot, makes it very simple. Just keeping that control of the rally the whole time.
Yeah, and they haven't had to sort of gear up yet, Wang and Huang, because we know that, especially this man here, Wang Yilu, is extremely fast on the back court.
Yeah, last year in Glasgow at the World Championship in 2017, they got to the quarter-final and they lost to the eventual winners, Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsi of Indonesia. But they lost 21-18 in the third game.
Of course, Nasia and Ahmad not here in Nanjing.
So they've chosen to concentrate on the Asian Games coming up in a few weeks' time.
Yeah.
Service over. 10-5.
So it's opened up the mixed double tournament. Everybody, or at least a number of pairs, can believe they have a chance.
They can see themselves. And so far, there is no trouble for the second seed pair here from China into the mid-game interval with a lead of 11-5 in just 5 minutes.
所以你这一投入，当然这也可以比，但是在后面是过渡处理，你在前面拿的是球，是可以拿分的球，这种球你可以再坚定了，没问题。太紧，因为他球太放开，我们球还是往上走，好，对不对？公平这边他掉这个做得不错，还得要这个节奏球，啊，都是这样子的。
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
My Chinese is a little rusty, so I'm not
Better
sure
give it a miss.
what the two coaches said, but to me it seemed like an awful lot of information when you're leading 11-5 in the first game. But of course it could be something about the playing circumstances, playing conditions here in the arena in Nanjing.
Perhaps just being overcautious.
Yeah.
And from Germany, Johanna.
It's a way for coaches to feel that they're part of the game, part of the victory as well. Good shot.
Service over.
Struck down the middle there from
7-12.
接下来在5号场地即将进行的是男子单打的比赛，由来自加拿大的选手蔡东尼对阵来自中国的From Canada, Jason Anthony Boshu, and from Chinese Taipei, Wang Ziwei.
Yeah, that's going way out on that sideline, creating a 7-point gap here, 14-7 up for Wang and Huang. And it looks very comfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's a little bit disappointing. Performance of Ronald SAUFIKA here in the first game, in my opinion. They had the advantage of seeing action earlier. Not been able to capitalize on that at all.
What I like about the Chinese pair here is that the confidence that they go into this match with, they look really comfortable.
Yeah.
When they walk on court, they're not scared of playing shots, they're not scared of testing various shots and situations. And, you know, that shows that they have great confidence in themselves.
I
think so.
17-8.
Am I wrong if I say that in a way it's a little bit typical Indonesian style, that they are quite happy to defend and think, you know, oh, I got the defense, I can do it, rather than really trying to get on the attack that they need, like this?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Depends a little bit. Perhaps it's unfair to take Ahmad and Nasir as the benchmark, but they know that they have to attack because they can't defend. But it should be pretty obvious that in the mixed doubles you can't defend against your opponents. You have to get on the attack. So it's not such a mystery what you've got to do. It's just how are you going to do it. But I guess we should have paid a little bit more attention to the match they played yesterday against Kesodi and Lia Palermo, Ronald and SAUFIKA, who needed 3 games to win that match, and that was perhaps a little lead as to
how strong they are.
Yeah, that they have a difficult time challenging Huang and Wang.
Yeah, game point has arrived. 11 in total. That's a lot. 20 game point 9. And there the big smash comes. Patiently waiting for his opportunity, building the rally brick by brick.
First game won by Wang Yilyu.
And here we see that
21-9.
Power smash down the line by Wang. See how high he gets up. Really great power in that smash, and taking the first game 21-9.
这边还是有一点点顺风的，这一局可能人家会加速，要还是按照第一局开局的时候，开局对，把开局抓好，好吧？但是杀球的时候点找一找，不用着急的，哎，找点感觉的，前面长一点，往前面长一点，好。
Yeah, the Chinese pair had a very strong end of 2017. They were in the final of the Korean Open. They won Japan Open, semi-final China Open, semi-final Hong Kong Open, semi-final year-end finals as well.
Yeah.
So they had a very strong end of 2017 that, of course, justify the fact that they are so high on the world ranking.
Really good 2018 as well.
1:20 seconds.
Checked in 18, and it's evident that to beat them, you have to play with a female player that can beat Huang Dongping at the net. They've lost to Huang Yachong, Jiang Siwei, and Huang Yachong can definitely beat Huang
Second
Dongping at the
game.
net.
Yep.
They've lost
Level.
to Chen Peng-sung, Gu Liu-ying,
Play.
and Go can beat Huang on the net. And they lost to Ahmad and Nasir, and Nasir can on her
Good
good
days.
days,
Yep.
even though she's not totally fresh in her knee, she can still beat her at the net. So you've got to get on the attack. So it's pretty obvious what Lisa Marisa should tell Ronald and SAUFIKA. Play the net, get the attack, and then, of course, the difficult part comes: how are we going to win the attack?
Yeah.
Who are we going to target? Because that's what I think is so good about Huang Dongping, that she's really, really good in the defense.
Yeah, she can definitely
Love.
cover herself.
Yeah.
She's very strong technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing is getting the attack, the next one is winning it, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Service over.
And that's where you have to play smart and mix it up and make sure that you're not playing the same shots all the time, and variation really comes into play.
1, 2.
You can see how often the Indonesians play from below the tape after third or fourth shot, and that makes it really, really difficult.
Yeah, that's spelling trouble. To say the least, that was not even close.
3, 2.
Complete.
Service over. 3, all.
There's a couple of good rallies there, and as
4,
we more or less
3.
predicted, it was the attack that was important.
Definitely the decisive factor here. As you say, Steen, it's all about getting that attack. In mixed doubles, if you don't get it, how are you going to win?
It would be really interesting to see all kinds of stats, and one of the more interesting, in my opinion, would be to see for a mixed doubles pair how often in the game do they change a defensive position to an attacking one, and also how many times do they lose the attacking positions and have to go into the defense. That would be really telling and say something about what they would need to practice back home. Well played.
Yeah, that's much better. I think you may be right that Marisa has
Service over.
worked
5,
well in the
6,
interval
4.
here between the two games, because the playing style of the two Indonesians have definitely changed here in the beginning. Now 5-4 up in the second game, having lost the first very convincingly, 21-9.
Over. 5, all.
Excellent placement. The right armpit of SAUFIKA while she was moving backwards. That's a really, really difficult
Yeah,
shot to return.
I wouldn't say it looked as easy, but you know, why can't they take it? But the placement is just
Yeah.
so good. You're kind of out of balance a bit, and then it's on your forehand side there, and it's really tricky to turn.
Yeah, and you tend to want to defend from a low position and upwards and lift it, where here you actually have to turn your racket and more play it like a flat block.
Yeah.
Service over. 6, 5.
good fighting here by Wang.
Thank you.
Not a good shot from Ronald because he was too far below the tape, so it was just going to go upwards and upwards and upwards, even if it had passed over the tape. He needs to choose another shot.
That's good play. That's awesome play. But it comes around because SAUFIKA is challenging at the net. That's why the opportunity comes around.
Oi!
Yeah, gotta watch out. Never ever look back.
No, that could have been really, really dangerous.
Don't ever
She
look back.
She senses it. She senses that she shouldn't look back.
Yeah.
Had she looked back, it would have been straight in the eye.
It could have been.
And
it's one of the golden rules, isn't it?
Maybe goodbye to the World Championships.
One of the golden rules of badminton is, you know, when the shot is behind you and your partner's taking it, don't look back.
And very often also
7,
a
8.
trademark of the truly strong front court players. They don't look back. They sense where is my partner and how far is this shuttle going to go, and focus on the opponent. How are their position? Where do I think my partner is going to hit it in terms of
what the options
what
are.
side, in the middle, or totally to the cross and stuff like that. So if you see someone going to the net and looking backwards, it's almost never a really, really strong front court player. Wait.
Another swing and miss.
Definitely not what you want to do on center court.
9.
Center court for the whole world to watch it. So 8-9 it is. And what a much, much better match in the second game here than what we saw in the first.
Yeah.
9-4.
Well played, well played.
Service over. 10-9.
The third shot of Wang Dongping there, who was not of the desired quality.
It's a good serve. Excellent. Can't get out of the corner, Dongping.
Interval.
Yeah, it's really good play. Pinning Dongping down in that corner.
Kalau nggak lu halus, kalau lu mau buka, Ica mundurnya cepet dong. Ya. Jadi siapa yang Ronald nih, pasti dia langsung nyemes. Ya, dia pasti selalu akan nyemes, Cak.
Dia ngilang datar tuh pasti.
Dia terima servis ke kiri, lu buka.
Fourth one.
Ronald buka, lu langsung mundur, langsung siap defend. Ya, jangan telat mundurnya. Ya, nggak bisa.
I don't know how you felt, Steen, but I felt it was a very, very positive coaching situation on the Indonesian side there.
Yeah, it looked like it was very distinct advices he was handing out with Marisa.
Yeah, but also not only that, also the fact that you have a dialogue with the players, you have a discussion is the wrong word, but you talk together.
And it seemed like they were on the same page.
Exactly.
Oi. Little hold and flick there. I think it was more indecision that it was actually on purpose, but it worked so well for Anissa SAUFIKA.
Of course, if it was me, you know, I would straight away say, no, that was on, you know, purpose. Yeah, of course it was.
Service over. 10-13.
Hey, that's a great shot.
Yeah, you don't see many of those from the female player in a mixed doubles able to, you know, go back and really play such a decisive shot. That's what she did here. So what do you think the Chinese should do now, apart from what they're doing?
Yeah, I think it was a great idea to start and flick SAUFIKA to get her a little bit away from the net, away from where she feels comfortable. And they've got to realize what the Indonesians are doing. So the first game was a little bit too easy. And now the Indonesians, they've sharpened up. So Dong Ping, she's got to be alert in the service situation and be ready for the challenge. So see if she can beat her. If they can't beat her, then they have to come a little bit more forward in the defense so they get better chances of turning it around.
Service over. 15-11.
And also we can, from Chinese point of view, push Wang Yilu a little bit further forward so he covers the backcourt better. But there's not enough quality in those second shots and fourth shots at the moment from Wang and Huang. So it's a little bit about reading what the opponents are doing as well, because I mean, if the Indonesians have to go into the defense, they immediately look for the opportunity to turn it around. So when we know that, we know a little bit more what to cover.
We're serving by Wang.
And this is one of the situations where I feel that Ronald could perhaps get a little bit tensed. They have a good chance now of taking the second game, forcing a decider. Will he be able to keep his composure?
Service over. 17-13.
Wang killed it last time SAUFIKA was serving. It was a much better one.
Call out and a challenge.
Wang Yilu challenges.
So close, but I think it's out. But let's see what Hawkeye has got to say.
I thought it went in, but his body language was like, oh,
exactly.
That was out.
Exactly.
That was out.
But that's a trick. It could be a trick.
Yeah.
You're right.
No.
No, it's just out. Can you believe it?
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
But you know, I've actually noticed something, and maybe you do not agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. But when Wang, he's very quick, isn't he?
Yeah, Wang Yilu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not very quick if he hasn't anticipated it.
No.
If a small surprise is coming, he's standing still.
Yeah.
So if there's like a shot to that midcourt area he's not expecting to come, then suddenly he's standing still.
Yeah. That's, I think, the...
14-18.
You could say that it's the DNA of this Chinese pair here. That they are very, very good in things that can be practiced. They're fast with the rackets, fast on their feet. And whereas Indonesians, generally, especially in the doubles, but I guess also in the singles, they're very, very imaginative. Say, okay, we play it to 3/4 into the middle of the half court or something like that, which is a really, really strange point, but it's working.
Yeah.
So find a way to win it.
They have kind of a sixth sense very often. But they got them exactly where they want it, where Dongping was at the back.
19-15.
I'll give you another example when I think that Wang has not anticipated it and he doesn't get it. So I'll give you another one, you know, when it comes. But I think I've seen at least 5 points in this second game where he's given it away because he doesn't really get to it. And that's a lot of points in one game.
Or she missed that one.
20. Game point.
So game
15.
point has arrived for Indonesia. We have got the match that we anticipated going into 3 games most likely. 20 game point 15. First time of asking, 21-15. And we have a deciding game to look forward to.
SAUFIKA and Ronald, 21-15. 1 game all.
And here we've got the confirmation of 21-15. In 18 minutes.
他也是，你看他动不动就在卡你的对角，软的对角，长的对角，你想发力的发不出力，
对角
加速度来，
对吧？你就打开点球，而且你现在是打他生命球，全部都往中间走，所以他在身上在手上脚，他坡压着两边，他就很难受。你不一定发力，那你这个边线先分出，把球先分出来，软一点，然后这里让他动起来。你看你这东西不要，要不要让东西不要退底线？他反正两边都出。我接发球，我双腰的时候你就不要退底线，现在反正都是。
Banyak poin dari situ. Jadi kalau lagi defend, dia siap. Kalau lagi dia ngecok, 1 naik, yang kedua potong, langsung balik serang.
这个往前这里，但是尽量是但是不好发力的时候，还是要先把球先卸下来，先软一点，卸到这里，跟他斗往前的方向。你要球摆到那个你手上，先打你两边，他打你两边，你现在跑他一步，
不要再给他打过来，他跟你这打不来，
送到他手上，给他来发力，是吧？我们球先把它卸下来，记住，好吗？没事，
没事啊。
1, 20 seconds. 1, 20 seconds.
So the interesting part will be, will the Chinese combination of Wang and Huang be able to make some changes here? Because it worked really well in the first game, everything's okay, but they were counter-attacked in that second game. So, have they got a new game plan? That will be interesting to watch.
And I think it's very important that they get off to a good start. Otherwise, the pressure could really mount on them.
1 love.
She tried the right thing. And SAUFIKA, Wang Dongping did the right thing as well.
Service over.
Did not push it and give Ronald a chance to play the creative shot.
Two, 1. Service over.
We often see,
2,
in my opinion, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Chinese players, they're so good, but they're not as good from below the tape as they are from above it.
Lagi.
3, 2.
played.
This is really good badminton now.
Fantastic. And there's a battle going on at the front court.
4-2.
You can see all four of them. Look at that. They're closing in on that front court. Look how close they are, all four of them. He shouldn't be able to win that one. No. And he wasn't. It's a shot you play in practice and try to get away with it, but don't do it in competition.
Challenged by Huang Dongping.
4-all.
Good run of points here for the Chinese combination.
6-4.
A couple of really good services from Wang Yilun. And then a bad one.
And then a bad one. Isn't that what Jill is calling commentator's curse?
5-6.
You know, we've learned so much from the boss. Another great miss there by Ronald.
Service over. 7-5.
Challenges this man here when he plays from below the tape.
8-5.
Sometimes you just have to take your medicine and play a good lift.
I always used to say, you know, the secret behind a good defense is a good lift, because it means that you have a lot of opportunities for counter-attacking if you play a good proper lift with the proper height, with the proper length at the right time. You know, if they choose to attack it, it gives you an opportunity. So when we're talking about lift, we're not talking about those really, really high ones that...
Oh, the control ones.
Like this one. That's bad luck. That's going out on the back line. That was really bad luck there for SAUFIKA. Try to have a look at this one, and he's totally out of balance, Wang, on that one. 10-5 it is. Huang Dongping to serve.
Service over. 6-10.
Loose shot from Wang Yilu.
7-10.
This is from a Chinese perspective where you want to close that first part of the third game out and
As
get on the other side.
Yeah, as quickly as possible. So this match is definitely heating up. China's going into the mid-game interval with a small advantage here of 11-7 in the third and final game.
mainnya lebih bebas. Mau nyabek. Kalau lagi defense itu masih cepat. Balikin aja ke cowoknya gitu. Dibanding setengah gitu, ngambek cowoknya bahaya. Ya nggak? Kalau lagi defense, pak balikin aja lagi. Jadi kalau lagi kotak-katik 1, 2, 3, jangan terlalu paksa banget. Kalau udah nggak bisa, nggak apa-apa. Ronald dari belakang tuh. Ya. Kalau bisa ya, satu.
Guys on board, please. Ronald, forward. 11-7, play.
So Wang to serve, 11-7 in this deciding game. Get out of my way.
Yeah. It's almost like he changed direction in the air. Here it comes. Oi, I can take that.
And I'll take the next one as well. And twice behind the back there by Wang Dongping. So I could see my Bahasa is improving. Satu dua tiga. 1, 2, 3. I understood that, but whatever it was referring to, I have no idea. So a good start here to the second half of the third game by the Indonesian combination. Won the first 2 points, closed the gap just to 2 points, 9-11.
They've done the first part of it, the Indonesians making sure that the Chinese didn't run away immediately after the interval, had to score. Still a little bit of dire straits. This is one of the situations that we discussed earlier. How do you win the attack? What do you do when the female players at the backcourt? I don't think that was the right solution. I think SAUFIKA should have made her way to the front court and let her partner do the attacking from the backcourt.
But then she should have played a half or three-quarter smash
or
rather
a drop
than
shot.
And then move in.
Yeah, but it's so tempting. I understand that. It's so easy for us here. We have the perfect overview of the court. We're not short of breath or anything. And all our shots are successful from up here.
Yeah, that was a good serve. Again, when it comes to Ronald and his attacking ability, he's obviously a good hitter, but I lack the angles.
Yeah. Oi, that's a miss from Huang Dongping. Puzzled by the sideways strip, perhaps.
It's contributing to a contributing factor, but still.
If you started a little bit wrong, then it will be extended by the drift.
And we have a challenge. It's called out. This time he's not so sure.
No.
So SAUFIKA, on the other hand, she was quite sure.
Very important point.
It is.
13-12 or
14-11. It's much more appealing. It's call in. And seen from a Chinese perspective, of course, so much more appealing to be 14-11 up.
14-11.
You feel you have a little bit more to work with when you have a little question like that. 3-point lead there. You can risk a flicker and lose it and still be in a good position.
Still very close, just 2 points away. Is that a sign of being a little bit nervous, leaving a shot like that?
It could be a hoper.
Yeah.
I don't want to play. You want to hope it's going to go wide. But they played on too many big stages. Huang Yilu and Huang Dongping.
Service over. 15-12.
When we're commentating, we're always looking for the comebacks. 12-15, a great comeback it would be. But I think if you do the statistics,
yeah, on 12-15.
The 15, I would much rather be on the 15 side than on the 12 side.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they're doing the statistics, 85, 80,
yeah,
would win it.
Which they should, because sometimes you should lose even though you're 3 points up, going towards the decisive end of the match.
Coming up, Pool 4 women's double match from India, Jacqueline Mercado and Orbisha Esper. From the Netherlands, Deborah Gio and a Van
14-15.
So earlier today we sensed a major upset when Mia Blichfeldt was 19-16 up in the second game against Ratchanok, having won the first. She was just 2 points away from winning. And do we sense perhaps another upset here? We never got the first one, but will we have an upset here maybe? We never know.
Fantastic serve from Wang Yilu. I can't remember whether it was us discussing it yesterday or it was with Joe Clark that the word is amongst the other players that the Chinese are ahead in this service situation. They are simply performing these flat serves better than anyone else.
And that's a great advantage when it comes to these close ones, because, you know,
it's a fantastic advantage.
You don't dare to go forward in case it's coming.
Certain other players that are really good as well, but are seen as a, if you look at it as a country, as a nation, as a team, they just agree that the Chinese, they were really good at it. Huang Yachong, the other favorites to the mixed doubles title here. She's a brilliant server as well. And I really like the sort of proactiveness by the Chinese, that they fire one of these flat services, and because this is also risky, because if they're at it, it will come back really, really quickly. But when it's close, try and go for it. Successful.
And I just mentioned we might have an upset, and suddenly it all changes. 20, match point 15 for Wang and Huang, the #2 seeds from China. It's been a great second and third game so far, and here comes another flick. And that's going long on the back line. And China has secured their place into the third round of the mixed doubles. But that was a close one. It was very close in that third game as well.
That's won by Wang Yilyu, Wang Dongping, 21-9, 21-15.
这就其实有点松，速度起不来。
我精力都已经散了。
有点散，但很多球其实他就是打这边脸，而且他中场前很多球没连起来，就是有点松了。
And here we got the match point. Going long on the back line. And here we got the confirmation in the mixed doubles second round that Wang Yilyu and Huang Dongping of China winning 21-9, 15-21, 21-15 in a very, very good match in that second and third game. We really enjoyed that.